groundbreaking ceremony for a new factory.
Did she mention seeing anyone who was sick? Anyone on a plane at the airport?
No, she said she was jet lagged.
The average person touches their face 3 to 5 times every waking minute. In between, we're touching doorknobs, water fountains, and each other.
Matt. No, go up to your room, honey.
So we have a virus with no treatment protocol and no vaccine at this time.
Honestly, I think one of the reasons that you succeed so well in this part is because you are a father and you are a husband. So you kind of have that primal fear to draw from. Do you think the Matt Damon 10 years ago could have played this part?
No way. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to relate to it so easily. It was not a very difficult role in the sense that every single thing the guy did made total sense to me, and I think that character is one of the easiest to relate to as an audience member because all he's doing is protecting his kid, and I think any parent can relate to that, and I certainly could.
Do you feel weird thinking about your kids in that kind of situation? I mean, that's such a tough thing to think about.
Yeah, I mean, you would never want to think of your kid in that kind of situation, but I think parents, so much of your energy, just subconscious even, attention is kind of going to making sure your kids are all right all the time, that it's just, this is just obviously a very extreme situation, but, anytime, H1N1 a couple of years ago, I live in New York City with my kids, and I mean, that's just a petri dish,
Right.
We go to the park, and even as much as we try to wash our hands and stuff, bugs just go around, or one kid comes to class, and I mean, the rest is history.
Right.
You had a seizure this morning, Beth.
Does she have a history of seizures?
No.
Allergies?
As of last night, there were 32 cases.
Unfortunately, she did die.
Right. So can I go talk to her?
Mr. Amoff, your wife is dead.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
Is there any way someone could weaponize the bird flu? Is that what we're looking at?
Someone doesn't have to weaponize the bird flu. The birds are doing that.
I was thinking, when it comes to worldwide catastrophic events, you and your friends are the people to call because you now know what it takes to fight a virus because of Contagion. Ben Affleck knows what it takes to fight an asteroid because of Armageddon.
Yes.
Brad Pitt knows what it takes to fight zombies because he's shooting World War Z right now.
Yes.
If George Clooney were our last hope, what worldwide catastrophic event is George Clooney best suited for?
I don't know. The big wave took him out in Perfect Storm, so I don't think he really learned much from that one. No, I don't think George would be much help at all.
So what you're saying is George is completely useless?
Yes.
Useless to the world?
But no, in a catastrophic event, you'd probably want to call Brad.
Okay.
When the zombies come.
Okay. Because
He's our
let's
guy.
be honest, most naturally what's going to happen is the zombies.
Watch this. It's transmission, so we just need to know which direction.
On day 1, there were 2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're headed.
They're calling out the National Guard. They're moving the president underground. People will panic.
Get away!
It will tip over.
The truth is being kept from the world.
Cook your samples, destroy everything.
There are a handful of movies in the history of Hollywood that have really kind of affected how people go about their daily life. Psycho made people afraid to take showers, and Jaws made people
Or
afraid.
dress up in women's clothes.
Naturally, either one, whichever one you wanted to do. And after this movie, honestly, no one was touching their face, and I haven't seen that really affect for people for a long time. For you growing up, what was the movie that most affected how you went about your daily life?
I remember Invasion of the Body Snatchers scared me so bad that I used to check my closet and under my bed for those pods to make sure that my body wasn't going to get snatched while I was asleep. I mean, Jaws is an obvious one. I think Jaws probably had the biggest ripple effect, in terms of kind of cultural people's behavior. I mean, I think everybody thinks about sharks going in the water now in large part, thanks to Stevens' film. Yeah, I mean, I would probably say Jaws.
So do you still check for pods under the bed?
I do not. I outgrew that one. That seemed less likely. That kind of, once I realized that was more like a zombies thing, I kind of put it in a different category. The sharks are actually in the water, though.
If I get scared of zombies or pods, can I call you and have you check for me?
Yes, I will. I can put your fears to rest. I think actually, and funnily enough, I think one of the things the movie is saying is that fear itself is actually kind of a big enemy, and if we can keep our our wits about us in some of these situations, and you know, as dire as they may seem, if we can just kind of take a breath and count to 10, you know, our decision making will be a little more sound.
Hello. I need you to get me the names of everyone who serviced this room. It's an emergency.
You can't panic now.
I know.
I'm gonna get you home.
I got people too, Dr. Cheever. We all do.
Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anyone. Stay away from other people.
Get back in your car! We're not sick!
It's figuring us out faster than we're figuring it out.
It's mutating.